Hello everyone, and welcome back to Let's Play Skyrim. I'm Nosgard Silverclaw here with our character Honourable Silverclaw, and today we're going to meet up with Maven and let her know about our success in the missions she sent us on about 2 or 3 videos ago.
I trust you have good news for me?
As a matter of fact, I do. I finished the job, I got the info you wanted, everything went off without a hitch. I even killed a lunatic for you who would have caused problems.
This doesn't tell me much. The only thing that could identify Sabjorn's partner is this odd little symbol.
Yeah, that symbol on the note that she's talking about, it's the same symbol that appeared on the bottom of the note for the previous mission before hers, the one at the mansion on the island, if you guys remember that. So somebody's been playing a lot of mischief here.
Well, whoever this mysterious marking represents, they'll regret starting a war with me. You should bring this information to the Thieves Guild immediately. There's also the matter of your payment. I believe you'll find this more than adequate for your services.
And she gave us a Steel Dagger of Cowardice. Interesting reward. I'll show you that real quick. I'm probably not going to use it though. I'm using a Steel Dagger myself. This one would make people flee from combat. But that's kind of a pain in the ass if I'm trying to kill them. You know, because if I don't kill them in one hit, I don't want them to run away screaming like a lunatic. I want them to stay and take the second hit. Not a fan of it normally. And for today's Thieves member we're going to meet Sapphire here.
What's your problem?
So Sapphire, what's your real name anyway?
Look, I don't really know you. I don't even really know anyone here. Why do you care anyway? It's not like we're family. This is a business.
Wow, did I piss you off or something? You're really giving me some harsh lip. I just asked what your name was.
Look, you want to know about me? All right, I'll tell you. I'll tell you about the time I was a young girl, barely out of her teens, living on a pig farm in the middle of nowhere. Didn't have a coin to spend between our entire family. Ate the same slop we fed our livestock.
That sucks. No wonder you're angry. That sounds horrible.
Oh wait, it gets much better. How about the fact that our farm was attacked by bandits, and that they killed my entire family who didn't even brandish a weapon against them? Here's the best part. They took me as a prize and violated me for a fortnight. Tossed me from bandit to bandit like...
I get it. You don't have to... I'm sorry I bothered you.
It's fine. I had to tell someone, I suppose. Carrying around a weight like that, it hurts after a while. Cuts you inside like a dagger to the heart.
How did you get away?
Over time, I managed to gain their confidence. Then one night I grabbed a knife, waited until they fell asleep, and cut their throats. I never returned to that pig farm, you know. There's nothing for me there. So that's my sad story. What do you think?
You know, you never told me your real name.
Maybe one day. Just not today.
Yeesh.
Maybe I'll see you around the guild.
Maybe so, Saf. Yeah, she's got problems. That one's a bit... Well, she is a member. If I said I'll let you guys meet them all. I'll meet you guys back at the guild hall now. Alright, everyone. Sorry about that pause there for a moment. Was looking at my notes. Real quick, I want to talk to Delvin.
Need some gold. I may have some work for you.
Just want to let him know we did finish that special Solitude job, the one we did in the last video.
Erica assures me that Captain Wolf will spend pretty much the rest of his life clapped in irons. Best of all, he's also pledged to open doors for us in Solitude and to get things rolling again. We're still growing by leaps and bounds thanks to you, and other merchants moved into the space outside the flagon. You're a natural. Never seen anything like it. We got a long way to go, but don't let that bother you. It's a lot farther than we've been in years.
Well, it's good to know. Also, in the Honey Brew Meadery, remember how I picked up that decanter thing? The Honey Brew decanter? It was in the video when we did that quest.
Well, I was looking for this little beauty. If you happen across any other unusual trinkets like this, be sure to bring them to me. I promise it'll be worth the effort. I think you'll find this payment to be more than fair.
And thank you.
The only way this guild's going to continue to grow is by taking extra work.
We'll worry about that later, Delvin. This is the shop we unlocked for the first one, and since we did another quest now, we've unlocked a second shop, which is an alchemy potion type shop. So if you need potions, that's where you can get them. course, I don't use shops except to buy lockpicks. That's the rule I put on myself. So I won't be using that. Anyway, with all that done, the next step in Dampened Spirits is, of course, to meet with Brynjolf, who hangs out in the cistern. So let's go to him, show him the note, and see what our next step is as a proper thief working for our boss here. Seems like he wants to practice, so he's in here. Okay, he just wants to watch somebody else practice, whatever. By the way, little thing to note, these chests are here specifically to let you train lockpicking if you want to get that skill up. The locks do reset on them when you leave, so you can train here to your heart's content if you want to keep busting picks. Feel free. The option is there.
Word on the street is that poor Sabjorn has found himself in Whiterun's prison. How unfortunate for him.
How unfortunate indeed. You know, for people who commit crime every day, we put a lot of other people in prison who are honestly innocent.
Word on the street is that poor Sabjorn has found himself in Whiterun's prison. How unfortunate for him.
And yet, Maven will find this to be a very fortunate thing.
Exactly. Now you're beginning to see how our little system works. Maven sent word that you discovered something else while you were out there. Something important to the guild?
I came right straight from her, talking to her. I ran to the guild hall, and she still got word faster than I do. How? Whatever. Yeah, the symbol from the Golden Glow job, it was used in the Honey Brew job as well. Somebody's playing us.
Then this is beyond coincidence. First Arangoth, and now Sabjorn. Someone's trying to take us down by driving a wedge between Maven and the guild.
Well, what do you want to do about it?
Mercer thinks he knows a way to identify this new thorn in our side. He wants to meet with you right away. And if I were you, I'd hurry. I've never seen him this angry before.
Okay. Whoa, watch where you're swinging that thing, you crazy bastard. With that out of the way, we need to go see Mercer Frey, the guild master, to discuss the problem we're having, because he is in a bad mood. Oh, by the way, those items we've been collecting, this is where they go.
There you are.
We sell them.
I've consulted my contacts regarding the information you recovered from Golden Glow Estate, but no one can identify that symbol.
Well,
I've consulted my contacts regarding the information you recovered from Golden Glow Estate, but no one can identify that symbol.
yeah, we'll talk about these things in the background in a moment. I found the same marking. You know, whoever is signing all these notes is using the same symbol, so they're connected.
It would seem our adversary is attempting to take us apart indirectly by angering Maven Blackbriar. Very clever.
You think we should maybe recruit them then? They clearly know what they're doing.
You jest, but they've been able to avoid identification for years. They're obviously well-funded, driven, and patient. Just don't mistake my admiration for complacency. Our nemesis is going to pay dearly.
So how do you propose we make them pay dearly? Do you want me to... If we can't find him, how am I going to kill him?
Because even after all their posturing and planning, they've made a mistake. The parchment you recovered mentions a Gajal lie. According to my sources, that's an old alias used by one of our contacts. His real name is Gullumai.
So, where do I find this slimy bastard?
Gullumai is our inside man at the East Empire Company in Solitude. I'm betting he acted as a go-between for the sale of Golden Glow Estate and that he can finger our buyer. Get out there, shake him down, see what you come up with. Talk to Brynjolf before you leave if you have any questions.
Well, I don't have any questions, and I'll get right on that. But yeah, the Honey Brew decanter, right there.
Arangoth was a fool to think he could get away with this.
Indeed. The Queen Bee statue from the mansion is over here. Each time we find one of these collectibles, it'll go on this shelf here. It's kind of like our display case for all of our awesome thievery, more or less. And with that out of the way, I think... Okay, not that door. I think it's time we get out of here, but first, well, yeah, we can talk to Brynjolf. We might have questions.
I can't believe Gullumai is mixed up in all this. That Argonian couldn't find his tail with both hands. Don't get me wrong, he could scam a beggar out of his last septim, but he's no mastermind.
So, do I anticipate trouble here?
Trouble? He's one of the most stubborn lizards I've ever met. You have your work cut out for you.
Alright, how do you propose I get him to talk?
You're going to have to buy him off. It's the only way to get his attention. If that fails, follow him and see what he's up to. If I know Gulamai, he's in way over his head, and you'll be able to use it as leverage.
If he betrayed us, I will rip his heart out.
No. Mercer wants him alive. For now. Stubborn or not, he's the only contact we've got at the East Empire Company. Just keep on his tail, and he's bound to step into something he can't scrape off his boot.
Alright, fair enough. Now, today's lore topic, I wanted to talk about trade in Skyrim, so I'm going to ask him who the East Empire Company is to start off the lore topic.
A mercantile group that has established ports all over Tamriel. They pretty much dominate the whole shipping industry. The Emperor himself supposedly backs them, which means they have fairly unlimited resources, so don't get their feathers in a ruffle.
Alright, thank you, that's what I need to know.
Good luck in Solitude. Keep Gulamai alive, but remind him who we are.
Keep him alive, got it. Now I'll meet you guys over in Solitude and we'll continue this shindig. Alright, here we are in Solitude, everyone. And we're going to be meeting in the Weaking Skeever here at the bar. This is where the person they wanted to contact is, our slimy Argonian friend. And he can be found right around the corner here. There he is.
So, what do we have here? Let me guess. By your scent, I'd say you were from the guild. But that can't be true, because I told Mercer I wouldn't deal with them anymore.
Yeah, I'm here about the Golden Glow Estate, and don't even act like you don't know what I'm talking about.
I don't deal in land or property. Now, if you're looking for goods, you've come to the right person.
You can drop the act, whatever your damn alias is. Drop the act, or I will put your head through the rock wall next to you. Man, I'm not good at threatening people today, apparently.
Oh, wait. Did you say Golden Glow Estate? My apologies. I'm sorry to say I know very little about that, bee farm, was it?
We both know you were the broker for the new owner. Do I have to stab you? Do I have to cut your tail off?
Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. I can't be expected to remember every deal I handle.
Man, I am not a good threatener today. This guy is giving me all kinds of shit. Alright, look, give me the buyer's name, or I swear to God, I will twist your head on backwards and then shit down your throat.
Hasn't Mercer Frey taught you people anything? You kill me, and your only contact with the East Empire Company vanishes. That's not smart for business.
Well, he's right. Alright, threats aren't the answer. How about, if you identify the buyer for me, I'll make sure the Thieves Guild forgets what we know you've done, and you won't have us on your back anymore.
I don't care what you promise. If I tell you the buyer's name and word gets around, it can ruin me.
Alright, well, we were warned that buying him off is the only thing he listens to, so what do I have to pay you?
Well, now that you mention it, there is something I've been trying to get my hands on. I have a buyer looking for a case of Firebrand wine. It just so happens to be a single case in the Blue Palace. Bring it to me, and we'll talk about Golden Glow Estate.
Fine. I'll go commit thievery for you. Alright, we're in the Blue Palace now, everyone, where he told us to go to collect an item for him, and this is what's funny, okay? This guy has got to be a terrible, terrible thief if he couldn't do this himself. Seriously, done. That's it. That was the big task he needed. There's not even a guard over there. The guards are way over here. Like, really? I mean, he may be a good con artist, but this guy is a terrible thief. Anyway, I'll meet you back at the inn. Alright, we're back here at the inn now with the contraband for our fellow Argonian.
Ah, I see you have the wine. Hand it over, and we'll talk.
I meant our fellow Beastman. Argonians and Khajiit obviously are the beast races of the game. And yes, I have the Firebrand wine.
Good. Can't have the buyer getting impatient and looking elsewhere for this, can we? Here, take this. I certainly can't use it, but I suppose I need to pay you something for the goods.
Are you trying to bribe me? We had a deal that I would get information, not whatever you're trying to give me.
Not at all. I consider it an investment in prolonging my life. As far as Golden Glow Estate goes, I'll tell you what I know. I was approached by a woman who wanted me to act as the broker for something big. She flashed a bag of gold in my face and said all I had to do was pay Arangoth for the estate. I brought in the coin and walked away with her copy of the deed.
Did she say why she's throwing you a large bag of gold to buy a deed?
Not at all. I tend not to ask too many questions when I'm on the job. I'm sure you understand. However, I did notice she was quite angry, and it was being directed at Mercer Frey.
That's it? You don't have a name, you can't tell me what race she is, anything? Is she a Nord? Is she a Khajiit? What kind of woman?
In this business, we rarely deal in names. Our identity comes from how much coin we carry.
Look, there's no way that's all you know. A woman flashes you a bag of coins. You're a professional con artist. You would have sized her up a lot better than this. You know more than you're saying.
Look, that's all I know. I never promised you I'd have all the answers. Now, since our transaction is done, I'll be on my way.
Alright, go ahead. Now, he's gonna, as he said, be on his way. So, well, I don't buy this cockamamie story that he's, that's all he knows. So I'm gonna follow him and see if he can lead me to some more information. Now, you definitely want to be coy about following him, of course. This is supposed to be a proper follow job. But keep in mind, at least at first, it's okay if he knows I'm behind him. It's not unreasonable that we would both be exiting to Skyrim, the main world map, from this one gate.
Brigands I can handle. But this talk of dragons, world gone mad, I say.
So yeah, as I said, for now, just walk behind him. No need to be paranoid or try and sneak. It's completely reasonable I would be here. So anyway, while we're following this Argonian fellow here, very, very slowly, let's talk about today's lore topic, shall we? Interesting thing about commerce in the Elder Scrolls. This is not America or any first world country in Europe, by the way, Khajiit. I like Khajiit. This is... well, there's no monopoly laws here. There's no fair price laws here. Which is very odd given... like, I don't buy this, okay? In Oblivion, specifically, there was like a coalition of shops in, the Imperial City itself, the capital of the world, well, of that game, the capital city of that, country. That's what I'm trying to say, the country. And all the shopkeepers just agreed to play fair, and except one guy, who then they were all upset about, but the government wouldn't do anything because there's no monopoly laws and there's no fair price laws in that world. So... everybody was just... so they just convinced him... well, I'm not going to spoil the quest if you ever play that game. It's pretty fun, but... they just... basically, you convinced him to have the fair prices that everyone else has. But what I'm saying is... why would businesses willingly come to that conclusion to be competitive? If one guy could get his stuff at half price, he would. There's nothing stopping him. Like here, in Skyrim, all the shops have basically the same prices with slight variation... and yet they openly admit that the Emperor himself supports this company, so they can charge whatever the hell they want. They just choose to be competitive. I don't get that, personally. It doesn't make much sense to me, you know? People aren't that nice. People are not greedy. You don't play that fair if no one's forcing your hand. Which they're not. So I've always thought that was a gameplay thing where they chose to, instead of making sense logically, they chose to, make it make sense in a gameplay aspect. But do not kid yourself. There's no way that if this was being done 100% realistic, that this world would have had prices that were this fair across stores and towns and such. There would be serious undercutting going on. I mean, that's just, business 101, guys. So yeah, we're still following our target, keeping a safe distance. Everything good on this end. Still not too suspicious that I would be following him to the dock. But pretty soon it's going to enter the realm of, why are you behind me? And then we got to be a lot more careful. Like for now, maybe I want to go this way. Maybe I just want to go hang out on that ship over there. But he doesn't know it otherwise. But yeah, just keep your distance, play it cool. By the way, we are now at the East Empire Company warehouse. He did mention that he's He is our contact there for the guild, after all.
They say Helgen got hit by a dragon.
I don't care about that.
We'll be ready.
By the way, you can come in here. And not much to be noted in here, really. Not much to get excited about. But there is some basic loot you could steal if you want to. Guard here.
Brigands I can handle. A change has swept into Solitude, like a breeze off the ocean. The Thieves Guild has come.
You don't say. Yeah, the guard there, I don't know why he's there, because he's not actually guarding the door. I mean, he's way over there. I just nonchalantly walk up and pick the lock. It's not hard. But yeah, we are now breaking into the East Empire Trading Company. As soon as I get the lock. Alright everyone, now we're at the East Empire Trade Company. This is where it starts to get dangerous. Because here being seen is a big deal. Which is why I'm going to take this torch really quick to darken the area so I can wait here a moment while our target heads forward. By the way, the goat. I don't much care for the goat. No goat. Hey, I said no goat. No goat. You don't have to kill the goat. It has no effect on anything. But why a goat comes running out there every time I come in is beyond me. So I just decided today I'm not going to stand for his goaty nonsense. Now right here you want to dart quickly across. Because there is a guard. Yep, there's the guard. That comes by and he can see you up here because he's got a torch. Move to this spot. Let Talon J. Yeah, Talon J, that's his name. Let him get over there before you move again. Once you know the path to get through here, this part is really simple, but I do like it. I find it to be a very fun little stealth segment. Alright, we have a light source ahead of us. We want to wait till the right moment to move. This should be good. Yep, we're good. Just watching the guard off in the distance, make sure he had his back to me before I took a move there. Chest here you can pick, get a little bit of loot. And speaking of loot, there is a lot of loot to be had here. This is a very successful monopoly business on trade. Well, through sea route trade anyway, with the East Empire Trade Company. And it shows. They have a lot of loot here. And it's all yours for the taking if you want it. So here we want to skate along the top here. And then if we do this right, we can drop down right here. Perfect. Okay. Of course, there's a guard over there. Wait until you're sure. Left side clear. That guard's looking away. We can move now. Right here, I'm going to get a little close to my target. And note that this light source cannot be taken, so just push through it quickly. A lot of fancy clothing you can steal if you want to make some cash off it. And here we wait a moment. I want to let my target get a little farther ahead of me, because I do not want him to see me. It's important that he doesn't know I'm here. For this part, I think the safest route is to just, by the way, loot stealable stuff. Take the back route here, and you want to wait at about this spot. There are guards patrolling, but you'll be fine, trust me. Now let him round the boat completely before you move on, or he may see you when you peek out the corner. Alright, we're good from him now. There is, of course, a guard in the area. We got to keep an eye on where he is as well now. Looks good so far. Let's carry on. Okay, still good. This is the trickiest part, in my opinion, is right here, this spot coming up. Because the guard is going to round the corner at some point, and we need to be out of here before he does. And you see, here he comes right now. So I think a good solution is... Well, I think the best solution also is to fall back a bit. You know, we know where Talon J is. We know where he's headed. We have the time to waste to wait for that guy to finish his round. And we'll loop back around after he does. You come over here. That guard's still just standing over there. That one generally doesn't move. I've seen it move once, and I'm not sure why. But normally that one does not move. So it's pretty safe back here. Whoa, here he comes. Didn't give him quite long enough to round the corner, it seems. So we're going to come up here. Come on. And we're going to cut across the boat. The boat here is a pretty safe area. While that guard's over there, we can drop down on this side. Grab this torch. And now we've got nice, safe darkness to pass into. Another guard coming. Easy solution for this one. Wait right here behind this barrel. He'll pass by. And by the way, there's Talon J again. We did it quick enough that we can still see where he's headed. So no worries on losing him. I'm just waiting for that guard to pass. And it's important you take that torch I took, otherwise Talon may see you right here. Looks like he's going downstairs into the water. That's kind of odd. but okay. Now, where's that guard at? I'm kind of nervous because I lost track of him. Oh, he's over there. Okay, time to move. Grab this torch. Perfect. Alright, well, he's still over there. I'm going to go ahead and head up this staircase. Chest here you can pick if you want the loot. Feel free. Like I said, I'm going to show you where the chests are, at least some of them. But, again, there's a lot more loot that I'm grabbing. Feel free to come through and get it on your own if you want that kind of thing. Which there's no reason not to unless you're doing a no-shop run like me. Here we've got a torch and a second torch, but the top torch isn't actually causing light. I'm assuming that's a bug. Like, maybe they didn't mean to put two torches there and they did on accident. Again, same thing here. Two torches, but the second one has no purpose. Now, we know Talon J went down there, but we're going to head up here anyway for a pretty good reason, okay? First off, I want to loop around the back here because there's actually a hole that I can peek in and make sure it's safe. Alright, I don't see anybody in there who's a threat to me. So let's go ahead and head in. We open this door here, and we've got a nice little, I guess I'll say the captain's room or something. Somebody in high ranking here has an East Empire shipping map which shows all their trade routes. This would be invaluable for a pirate. And while we are technically a thief and not a pirate, I'm sure we can find a pretty good buyer for it back at the guild hall, don't you think? And there's some rings and gold and stuff on the table. Good money to be had. So whoever owns this room is well off, we'll say. Now it's time for us to go after Talon J properly. Of course, we have a guard here we need to keep out for. So we're going to watch him carefully for a moment. Stay on the upper path, and we should be safe up here. As long as we don't get, obviously don't want to get into the light source he's holding. We'll see exactly where he stops moving, and we'll make our move based on that fact. Oh, now we got a second guard coming. First guard's going to stop over there, second guard's going to pass, so let's fall back for a moment, let him get by. Or he can stay there. Alright, screw it, let's just drop here. We'll be fine, just stay off to the shadow, snake around the back here like so. And from here, we're pretty much safe. We're not going to get detected by any guards until we go to the Brinewater Grotto, which is where our Argonian friend snuck into. Now we're at the Brinewater Grotto, and it's time to confront our Argonian friend about his shenanigans. By the way, tripwire. Drop it early so you don't get smacked in the head. And, well, this part, the guards are going to be acting a little differently. You see... Well, you know what? No, we'll talk about that next time. Well, now they spoiled it by having subtitles. Yes, it's going to be bandits. Apparently, Talon J has gotten himself mixed up with some bandits, but we're going to deal with that next time. I showed you guys how to successfully get through the East Trade Company. I showed you where to get the collectible item. That was this mission's collectible, by the way. And I think that's enough for one day. So with that, I hope you enjoyed our lore topic. I wanted to talk about, commerce and how there's literally no monopoly laws in Skyrim. And yet everyone still gets along. East Empire Trade Company has, like, an entire stranglehold on, pretty much all trade. They're like a robber baron, more or less. So with that, I am Nosgard Silverclaw, standing in for Anhasi Silverclaw here. And next time, we're going to go find Talon J, and we're going to confront him. So, I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you have a good day, everyone.